This is something I've been wanting to talk about for a very long time. It's something I've been suffering with for probably 10 to 15 years now, ever since I could afford to have 2 cars, basically. And it's something I wanted to discuss with you because I feel like I'm not alone. And recently, it's been really, really bad. But I don't really know why, because if anything, the situation's actually got better. Now, I'm talking about weekend car owner breakdown anxiety. So let me break that down for you. You've got 2 cars, one absolute jalopy, which you use to go to work, pick up car parts, dump here, there and everywhere, jump in, do 10,000 miles, not worried about it. You barely wash it, you barely do any servicing, there's probably lights on the dash, and you don't care about it breaking down because it will never break down. Then you have the weekend car. This is something that you've looked at, looked after, done all of the common faults, done loads of upgrades, changed everything you could possibly change on the car. The car has probably never ever broke down on you. And I say never broke down, we're not including a puncture or like a flat battery, because they are something you can have on literally anything at all. But for years and years, I have been so worried that my weekend car is going to break down on me. And it actually stresses me out at times, and more so with this one. Now, I haven't had the car long, so I have no reason to doubt it. It's never left me by the side of the road, neither has any TT actually. In the 6-7 years that I've had them, never actually broken down and left me by the side of the road. Yes, pinged up a light, but that's to be expected on a 20-something-year-old car. However, I have the fear of God in me that it's going to break down, and I don't know why, and it gives me mad anxiety sometimes, especially if I'm going to be doing a big trip. Like I took this to Scotland about 3 weeks ago, beginning of October, and we did the North Coast 500, and I did something like 1,650 miles in it. Did not miss a beat. Did I worry? Weeks and weeks before, I bought loads of spares, I did loads of maintenance, because of this fear that it was going to break down, and I have never had a reason to doubt it. There's no issues with the car, apart from the gearbox is a bit clunky, but it's an old DSG. But I have this underlying fear that it's going to break down on me. Now, I don't know if that's because, as a car enthusiast, you do loads of research and you look at all the common faults, and you're on the forums and everyone's posting, oh, I've got this problem, I've got that problem. And it gives you this sort of niggle in the back of your mind that, oh, the dash cluster could fail, or the central lock-in might fail, or I might lock my key in the car, or the math might fail, or all these things, I might lose a call pack, all these things that you worry about, which I would love to not be a car guy, like to just be one of them people. I'm sure if you work in a car garage, you'll know exactly the type of people I'm talking about, but the kind of people that just walk in for an MOT, the car probably hasn't been serviced in 3 years, give you the key, say, look, there's nothing wrong with it, you go and check it, there's loads wrong with it, but they just don't care. Like, it doesn't matter. They just get what needed to be done. They don't spend thousands on upgrading the coil packs to the latest revision because they're known to be the best and not have any issues. Spending like 2 weeks trying to work out what discs and pads to use. Bringing, we'll call it a while you're there setup, because I use this term a lot. And let's say, for instance, you're changing your front lower arm bushes because you want to put some poly bushes in, make it a bit nicer, make it a bit tighter. Then you're like, right, while I'm there, do I change the ball joints? Do I change or take off and paint the subframe? Do I change the subframe bushes? Oh, while I'm there, should I do the inner and outer track rod ends? Just because in the future that might be a problem. And I think this is what doesn't help. So being a car enthusiast, you want the car to be the best it can be. But for me, I then have the fear of God that the thing is going to break down on me, even though 60% of it's probably brand new. And before that, it had never broken down. So it's only better now than it was before. So the reason I'm making this video is because when I was planning this trip to Scotland, we do it every year, no one has ever broken down. And it got me thinking, and I was chatting with the lads we were going with, and they said, oh, we should be all right. Everyone does loads of maintenance. We're all car guys. We've all done things to our cars like preventative maintenance. So there's no reason for us to worry about them breaking down. And I sort of voiced my concerns. And of course, I was in the oldest car. The other cars going were sort of 12, 13, 14 plates, if not newer. And they were like, oh, you know, yours will be fine, don't worry about it. And do you know what? After we did about 500 miles, I just give up caring. I've got an AA card. If it breaks down, it breaks down. But do you know what? I had the best time in probably the 5 or 6 times that we've done it, just because I didn't care that it was going to break down, because it wasn't going to. It never has. It might do in the future. I'm not saying it won't, but it's about time we moved on with this. And I wanted to bring this to light, and I want everyone to let me know, is this something you suffer with? Do you have, we'll call it a jalopy, like a daily that you literally do not care about, and then you've got this weekend car that you keep in a garage, you put a cover on, you've had ceramic coated, you've done all the common faults, yet you are actually worried that that's less reliable than your daily, which you should have the fear of God in you about that, because you do not treat that well. Unless you're one of them people that just treats every single car you have absolutely perfectly, like I do, and then you worry about them all. But I just wanted to share my personal sort of feelings about cars and car ownership, because it has hampered me in the past, where I've taken my work car on a trip because I wasn't sure that this car, the car I had at the time, was going to be reliable and if it would make the mileage. And it was unfounded, really, because you could drive it 20 miles a day and it'd never be a problem. Going on a run's probably going to do it some good. So yeah, it's a strange one. It is a strange one, but I'd love to know your feelings and your views on this, because I don't think I'm alone. I know I'm not alone, because I've spoken to a few people about this exact subject, just to make sure that I was on the right page. And yeah, it resonates with quite a few. So let me know down in the comments, has it stopped you going on any trips? Have you done anything differently? And what can we do to move on going forward? I am using this car as much as I possibly can and just enjoying it. And hey, if it breaks down, I'll be documenting it for you guys. But so far, so good. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.